What is going on, guys? It's Reflex here, and a lot of people, like I've been saying, have been saying that Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy is kind of a little bit harder than the original games, and people were just thinking, okay, that's just in their imagination, but it comes to reality that it's actually not in their imagination, but rather some mechanics are a little bit different than they were before, and that is because of the jumping. The main thing that makes the Crash games a lot harder than the originals is because jumping. And since jumping is the main thing you do in Crash, that is why so many people have trouble, at least in the first one, because that was the only thing you could really do is jump and spin. And the reason why jumping is a lot different is because that Crash's jump arc is sped up in the Insane Trilogy, which causes him to basically land slightly quicker than the original. So basically, a normal jump that you remember how it felt in the original is going to happen a little bit quicker because basically his jump arc is a little sped up. So you kind of, I don't know, it's not that you have to slow it down, but you kind of have to take in consideration now that you fall quicker than you originally did in the original, which is kind of funny. But that explains a lot of people's kind of thoughts on why the game is a little bit harder. And now there's another reason is that kind of a nasty habit in some levels where kind of like the platforms, like the turtles for instance, shove you off during like when you're jumping, which I can understand because jumping is kind of it's a little weird. It's a little weird in the game, and I mean, I always talked about the turtles being kind of wonky, and the reasoning behind this is kind of because, well, it's kind of hard to explain. But basically, a box or like, even like an edge on the surface in Crash was originally like a box shape or kind of like flat. And now they're a little bit different. They're kind of oval or, I guess you could say like oval or kind of like ball shaped. And well, with that being said, that curved edge is what causes you to slide off turtles or like, let's say, even the box, like the actual arrow boxes in some of the levels, because or the ropes and I think Road to Nowhere and the High Road. Those are the reasons why sometimes when you jump on them, you'll end up falling off and it's not consistent. That's because they're no longer flat. Like even back in the originals, those ropes were flat, pretty much flat surfaces and you could just jump and run on them. But now they're not flat, so you actually either have to be pinpoint on where you're jumping and know where you jump, or just don't do it at all because it's pretty wonky. And there's even other footage where sometimes you can run. I think it's mostly in Crash 2 that you kind of can see this is where you run off an edge and you're able like it's kind of like you're about to fall off, but you can press X like immediately and you'll kind of hop in midair. And I don't know, it's kind of weird. Like stuff seems very weird, but like I said, the main reason why people believe that Crash is a lot harder than it used to be isn't false anymore. It's not their imagination. It's not because you're bad at the game, but it's mainly because jumping is a lot different. There's a lot of different things that go into it, whether it be, like I said, the surfaces aren't box shaped anymore, and jumping, his arc is sped up so you land quicker. So with that being said, those two things make the first game a lot more different than it originally was. Now I already completed the game. You guys will see the completion this Friday. I think the last upload is at 11 p.m. So it's gonna be a late one, but 11 uploads that day, so just look out for that. But I will say the first one did give me more issues because I did rely heavily on Road to Nowhere and the high road with the ropes. But since the ropes are very inconsistent now, I can't do that. So basically, I had to run the high road and Road to Nowhere normally, which isn't hard, but it comes to the turtles, like I was saying before, I just always slip off of them and it got on my nerves. Basically, you want to commit to the jump. You want to know as soon as you're going to land, just hold jump and then go to the next one. Because if you wait there and try to line up your jump, it's going to screw you over. So do not do that. Just commit and go to the next turtle. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's upload. If you guys did enjoy, leave a like, subscribe, and you guys know the drill. I will see you guys later.